is Richard Wilson of Mad Shelley Films, and you're listening to Inspirado Projecto Radio.
What you're about to hear is a documentation during a Yächtley Crëw trip out to the Desert Diamond Casino in Sahuarita after July 4th. And just a wonderful time. You'll hear some great people on here. This is available on Spotify, TuneIn, iHeart, all over the place. All over the place. Wherever podcasts are, you will hear Inspirado Projecto. Thank you for listening. It is now 6:39 p.m. Today's July 2nd. Yächtley Crëw will be performing at the Desert Diamond Casino. Desert Diamond Casino. And this will be happening on the 5th. Yeah. So, it's a free show. So you might as well go. It's a free show. It's our first time playing there. I seem to have picked up a little something when we were out at Discovery Ventura, or it's possible that I got it while we were at what's the other one? Music Box. So there's no telling how, there's no telling where, but I do know that Sailor Hawkins and Baba Booey also have the same symptoms that I do. I'm coming back from Sprouts right now. I just picked up some black seed oil. My friend Sandy Wee told me about this. She swears by this stuff, and I gotta tell you, I do too. You take a couple of teaspoons a day of this stuff once you get sick, and man, this stuff wipes it out. It's astonishing what happens. I put some Airborne into a glass of orange juice along with some propolis. Propolis is an ingredient apparently from bees, and I guess it helps you, from what they say. So, I put all that into a glass. I drank that. I drank Dayquil. Been taking my vitamins and drinking a lot of water, ozonated water. And so luckily there's a day between here and when we're leaving. We're leaving on the 4th of July in the morning to make it out there to, where is this? Tucson. Yeah, Tucson. And, so there you have it. So there you have it. Next time you're sick, test out black seed oil. See how it works for you. I'm actually right now, I'm going to take a quick quick shot of this. 100% organic. 1 teaspoon, 1 to 2 times a day. Well, since I don't have a teaspoon, what I do is, I gotta take the cable. You know what? I'm not gonna attempt this in the car. I'm not gonna attempt this in the car. It's there. There, I'll read this to you. USDA, organic, 100% organic, cold pressed and unrefined. Now, the name of these guys is called Nature's Way. since 1969. Supports antioxidant pathways. Unique blend of omega-6 and omega-9, which is great. Tesla says the secrets of the universe lie in 3, 6, and 9. Occurring thymoquine. This is organic black seed oil. Blam! That's what it is. It's interesting. On the way home from, which one was that? Discovery Ventura. I started feeling the tickles in my throat. And, hold on, I think I'm gonna sneeze. So close. Oh, man. I feel it up in there. You know how you can feel... Oh, man. Oh, there it is. You know how you can feel when you're about to sneeze, and then if you don't sneeze, then your nose even seems to get more stuffy. There's like an edge. There's a balance in there. There's an edge in there. Little balance. I've been gargling with ozonated water too. So we'll see. When I go home, point of no return. Squeeze that lemon, baby. Squeeze that lemon. Squeeze that lemon. So, it's an interesting thing with sneezing. Now, if you want to not sneeze, I've done this. I read one time, and I do it to this day. If I'm in a time where I don't want to sneeze, basically what I do is, what you do is you hold your finger over your nose like you're making a mustache. And so you hold your finger, not over your nose, under your nose, over your lip, under your nose, over your lip, and you push on there. You push that pressure. And meanwhile, you gently caress the top of, like, the roof of your mouth with your tongue simultaneously. And this, apparently what it does is it alleviates, it stops the sneeze dead in its track. It kind of puts it on hold. And then from there, when it's time to sneeze, you sneeze. Oh, man. Wowzers. I should have known. As soon as I had that little tickle in my throat. That's the sign right there. When you got the little tickle in your throat, and when you sneeze more than twice. Now, if you're someone who normally sneezes like that, some of you guys sneeze like machine guns. And I've always been impressed by that. I think the first time I came across something like that might have been in elementary school. It was one of those things, and it's not loud. I notice a lot of these machine gun sneezers, they're not loud. They're like, achoo, 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 achoo. They go fast. And they're almost silent. Sneezing feels good. My brother Josh and I, we would basically sneeze as loud as we could. Whenever we'd sneeze at school, we were in a classroom, we'd basically sneeze as loud as we could. Just to disrupt the class, of course. Because really, what else are you gonna do when you don't want to be in school? You gotta find ways to entertain yourself. So many scooters out here. So many scooters. Here's a sign. Dear HIV, we didn't give up for some kind of medicine up here. What happened with Magic Johnson? Did anybody ever figure that out? Why? What did he do? What do you do? Because he looks great for someone who had HIV, I think. Or has. Does he have it? Or did he have it? Did he have it? Or does he have it? If he has it, one would think those people would be going gangbusters in calling up his doctor and finding out, hey doc, I have HIV. What can you do to get rid of this? What can you do? Or keep it, sort of, what's the word? On pause, like a sneeze. How do you keep it on pause? It's like cryogenically freezing it, right? Suspended animation. Reminds me of that Doctor Who episode. What was it, the 50th? Was it the 50th? Where they froze the moment in time right before Gallifrey exploded. So they were able to immortalize Gallifrey within this painting before this big crazy war happened on the planet. I haven't seen any of the new... I saw some of the Doctor Who episodes with the gray-haired fella. The older gentleman. I haven't seen any with the lady yet. What I really love about Doctor Who is the idea that they talk about parallel universes. They talk about all kinds of amazing pieces of reality that many folks are just not aware of. All right, folks, this is all for now. We'll talk more later. How about that? Does that sound good? We'll talk more later. Sayonara for now. I had this idea last night before I went to sleep. Sometimes you get these ideas right when you're laying there in bed, and you think to yourself, oh, you know what? It's such a good one. Eventually I'll remember it. You think eventually, if I wake up the next day, I'll remember that idea. It'll be there, just waiting for me. And then you wake up in the morning, sometimes, forgetting that you even made a promise to yourself about an idea that you would remember it in the morning. So you forget that number one, that the agreement even happened, and then number two, you don't know what the agreement was. Today, I can happily say that I remember what that idea was. It was based on this article I was reading. The article is about tracking bugs, the trackers, the tracers that these websites put on when you're searching. And Google has the highest, Facebook has the next highest, and it goes down the line through Yahoo and all these others. Microsoft. DuckDuckGo, that search engine is not up there. Because they don't use trackers. So these trackers, these are the things that they sell. It gets like a fractal. It gets to be like a fractal. Trackers upon trackers upon trackers. And so what happens is they know all the websites you're visiting. They know, everything. What you're buying, what your language is. So then these ads As you know, AI is getting smarter and smarter every day. These ads are then targeted to you, to each specific person. And what that also means is, if the ad is targeted towards you, they can also target certain people away from certain things. It's already happening out there in the newspapers. There was something I saw online where they saw the newspaper heading in one part of their town, then they went to another town, and it was a different heading on the newspaper. So each one was sort of there to sort of rile up. I mean, it's a nasty business. Everything they're telling us out there on the news, folks. We know this. It's most of this stuff they're inventing, they're putting in there, they're slipping in there among all this other stuff. It's a circus just like any of the other stuff. So, yeah, be careful of these trackers. So, the trackers got me to thinking. Imagine if there were a company, imagine if there was a service, and it might be out there already, chances are. A service that can go through the trackers, it somehow can go through all of the places that are tracking you at that moment. It can go through the line and subtract your data from their trackers, from their systems. So let's say even if you've been tracked since 2000 by these particular companies, I imagine that there's this service that could go through and just retroactively it like explodes those pieces of information. And so that popped in my brain. I thought that's quite interesting. Wow, that's very interesting, and something to think about, something to consider. Something to think about. I mean, that's quite interesting, isn't it? We're being tracked. Wouldn't that be nice? To see how your experience would alter if you had a service that could go through and erase all of those past tracking things, and moving forward, somehow output maybe different information as you're typing it. Maybe it outputs different information than what you're typing in these trackers. So it thinks that it's following a completely different personality altogether, different identity. Something to think about. I just had to share this with you. I just read this on Twitter. I want to read this before it gets taken down. This person goes by the name of Spider Lou 2099. Okay, something just went down at the library. I sneezed into my arm as I usually do, but I got snot on my shirt, so I unthinkingly wiped it underneath my chair. Gross, but innocuous, right? Wrong. This old woman across from me was watching me and saw me make the mistake. I can see how she'd be upset, but she got a whole aggressive attitude about it, so I told her to mind her own business. Then she got even more upset. So I started getting upset and calling her a her and a Things got loud. Tensions rose. It took an elderly security guard to calm things down. But this old lady has had a problem with not minding her business before with me and another patron. So I was extra angry. Then other people got into the mix, calling me out on my disrespect. Maybe I was disrespectful. Maybe I wasn't. but I rarely get into confrontations, and I never curse out old ladies. So, I'm inexperienced in matters like this. Either way, it was the up. I'm up here at Walmart with Jenny. We've got 22 minutes on the clock here before I got to be back and get my laundry out of the... I got to put it into the... what do you call it? Put it into the dryer. That's what I got to do. I'm looking at these backpacks, and now I'm starting to think, I came here for a backpack. My other one just kind of fell apart. So I thought I'd look around here. It's amazing when you get in areas like this where people just stop. They'll just stop in the middle of walking, crash. There ought to be some sort of etiquette training. Hi, do you know where men's underwear is? Men's underwear. Thank you. There should be some sort of etiquette when going. Oh, great. Cool, thank you. Some kind of etiquette training when going to the store. Right? It just seems good. It seems like a good idea. I think it's important. You know, there's a consideration that's involved. There's consideration involved. You're open, you're aware. And you just, you know, you. All right, here we go. Let's see. We are looking for the ultimate. Oh yeah, okay, here we go. Okay, mediums. I think that's good. Mediums. That's good. Mediums. All right, mission accomplished. We got what we need here. Mission accomplished. Now I just got to find Jenny. Jenny's out there in the world someplace. She's out near the, I got that cold, and so we're zipping along. Trust me, I've been using that ozonator like crazy. I've been using the ozonator like crazy. And, of course, the black seed oil has helped out a lot, too. So between those things... Oh, and also, I've been putting, like a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar into it, too. So that has definitely helped in the plight to get myself better. I've also taken vitamin E and something called... What is it? It's like... Mike Shelley said it was like taking the equivalent of 15 carrots. He said it was like the equivalent of taking... Excuse me, sir, which way is the cold medicine I just saw you earlier? Thank you, you've helped out tremendously. My sister went off in this area. Oh, pharmacy. Maybe I need to go there.
Right? We're at 88.
Time is now 3:44 p.m., ladies and gentlemen. July 4th, this is the 4th, Independence Day. The Uber is here. I'm here with David Buoy and Baba Buoy.
Hi,
hello.
Hi, how are you?
And we're going to podcast this guy. We're going to see what we can do. Hello.
Adjusting to the heat.
Oh, you guys are not from around?
Oh, no. We're from LA. It's not, it's no better there, but it's not this bad.
Yeah, it's super hot here.
We get this in the summer, but
Yeah,
this summer hasn't been as bad as it usually gets.
wow.
So you guys are 38 minutes to the south, Sahuarita?
Yeah.
Is that how you say it? Sahuarita?
Yes.
We're playing a show down there tomorrow for the fireworks festival.
I see. Well, are you guys musicians or?
Yes,
Yeah.
we are.
What kind?
It's yacht rock. You know what yacht rock is?
No.
Soft rock.
I see.
Best
Michael
song-
McDonald,
best-
Christopher
Toto.
Cross.
Best songs of the 70s.
Lionel Richie.
80s.
Ah,
I see.
Toto,
Billy
Blair,
Ocean.
Boss
Ambrosia.
Gags.
Are you guys on
Your
Spotify?
mama.
Ace.
We're putting a show out here.
We're not on Spotify. We are on YouTube all over.
And Facebook.
Orleans.
and Instagram.
We're
Player.
the #1 yacht rock band in the Western region, if not
Looking
the
Glass.
United States of America. Is that right?
Absolutely in the United States of America. We've got that market cornered.
Can I get a yahoo?
Yahoo! 1978. Daddy-o.
1978.
Captain. Man. You'll recognize all the songs. You're gonna be there tomorrow?
I don't think so, actually. Summers are really slow. For
Oh,
Uber,
gotcha.
and so during holidays like this, I kind of prefer to drive around and try to.
You know, you might actually find some customers there. There are going to be some schnockered
You got a good fare today.
Yeah, that's
viewers.
$38. That's not bad.
How long you been driving Uber?
It's a 38 special.
I did it for about a month, like 3 months ago, when school was in session, and I wasn't doing that bad. I think I was making like maybe $120 a day for 8 hours of drive. So, once you take into account the gas and toll in your car and all that stuff, not too good, but at least that was enough for a living. But now during summer, I'm making half that, like 70, 80 a day.
Wow,
It's just slow?
Is that because the student population?
I don't know if I think it's a little bit of both students and lots of people being out of town and more people driving. I think that's what's happening. There's more people driving and lots of
Now,
students.
let me tell you something. There will always be alcoholics.
What's that?
There'll always be alcoholics, so they will always use Uber.
Yeah, that's true. See, one
Because
thing I
when you
don't
like to
do-
go out and drink, I never drive.
Yeah.
Never.
Uber is the best.
I haven't done that. I haven't driven weekend nights.
Oh no, that's probably when you make a lot of
Yeah,
money.
I think so.
You just got to make sure you put the rubber sheets back here in the back seat in case they vomit.
Well, I gotta clean those things anyways.
I've talked to Uber drivers who intentionally make their car a little wiggly while they're driving, and when they pick up drunkards, because they know that they're going to get $400 or
Yeah.
$500 they charge them.
Oh really?
So they intentionally do that. They're like, oh, I'm going to pick up some drunkards tonight at the bar, and then he makes sure that the back seat is all filled with plastic. And the drunk folks getting in, they're not going to tell any difference. Oh, what's this? And all of a sudden, can you be careful with the wild? And they throw up.
I don't know that I'd get in a car where the back seat's covered in plastic.
Yeah, you'd
That sounds
wonder,
like a
you'd
murder
wonder.
scene
You'd be like,
ready to happen,
yeah.
waiting to happen.
You'd wonder what's going on here.
What was that show? The HBO show with the
Dexter.
Dexter, yeah.
Oh boy, is that
sounds
what he
a little-
did?
That sounds a little
Uh-oh.
Dexter to me.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, dude, he would prepare the scene of the crime by plasticating everything and get it ready, and then when he would find his victim, who was normally a severe criminal, mind you,
Yeah.
Oh.
A criminal that
He-
got off.
he was trying to rid society of bad people.
Yeah.
And so it's like it's a 50
Like a serial killer superhero.
Yes.
Yeah,
you know,
kind of, yeah.
He was trying to do right, but at the same time
He was
fulfill
doing
his
wrong.
own, need for.
Oh.
It became like an obsession with him. So.
Oh boy.
So he would prime the crime scene.
You watch that show?
Mm-mm.
Dude,
Dude, you
I've
gotta
heard
watch
you gotta
it.
watch
watch
Phenomenal.
Dexter.
You gotta watch Dexter. That's
Oh,
a
boy.
great show.
Books about
What?
that guy.
I always
Yes.
listen to the reviews
Based
of
on
people who
some
really are
supposedly
passionate about shows. I
Dexter's
gotta.
good.
story.
Breaking Bad's good.
Oh boy, that's right.
What's another one?
By
I'm
the
terrified
way,
of these because I know there are so many episodes to these
Step
things. and then
Brothers is a 2-hour
Oh yeah,
movie. Just
2 hours.
watch
Okay,
that and get it
Step
over.
Brothers. I got.
You
Get
gotta
that.
watch-
Watch that. We'll get it
You
over.
gotta watch
That
Goodfellas
movie is
this
so
weekend.
weird.
Goodfellas.
I
I'll
just
watch.
watched Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates again last night.
How's
Funniest
that?
fucking movie of all time.
Yeah, I saw that trailer. Aubrey Plaza is in that, right? Aubrey Plaza. She's hilarious every time.
Yeah, she's got those big
She's
eyes.
She's great in those interviews, man. Every time I see her in the interviews, she's just so absurd.
I'm telling you something. If you want to laugh, every time I see the video.
What, Step Brothers or the?
The Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates.
Oh, gotcha.
It's got Zac Efron in it.
I've never seen that.
Oh my god. Half the lines I use are from that movie. Oh, it's so funny. It's not as good as Step Brothers. But
Yeah,
it's
Will Ferrell's really funny. I mean,
Wilford, you can't beat that guy.
He's
have
the
you
best.
seen Wedding Crashers?
Oh
Yeah.
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 Hey Ma!
With Meatloaf.
Yeah. The meatloaf!
The meatloaf.
Too funny.
My brother actually, before that movie came out, like like a decade before, he and a few of his friends decided to go out and get real nice and dressed up and crash a wedding reception. And they walked into one place, and the lady goes, "Hi, do I know you guys or something?" And the guys, they just ordered drinks from the bar and everything. And they go, "Oh, no, we're from the wedding next door, but you guys had much better music. I'm sorry, we had to come in here because it sounded so good." She's like, "Oh no, feel free to hang out. Yeah, feel free to hang out."
What a great sleight of hand.
Oh my gosh, it was. And they did that 2 or 3 times, and would just walk in there like they owned the place, like they were supposed to be there, and they pulled it off on many occasions. And
the funny thing is there was only one building and one wedding happening.
Oh my gosh, that would be funny. That would be funny. Yeah, it's just one banquet hall. Like, there are absolutely no other weddings going on.
The wedding next door sucked.
Oh, that would be good. Yeah, the one next door sucked. Just pretending there's like a plethora of weddings happening.
We're staying at the Kachina Court.
That's what I told him. I said I want
Kachina.
Solar.
Ba-da-ba-ba.
So what area of California are you guys from?
The big city.
the Hollywood, not Hollywood.
The big
The
city.
Valley. We live
So
in
do
the
you guys
Valley.
get to see extremely famous people pretty often?
I see them all the time. Yeah.
Not only do we see them, but we hang out with them.
They come to our shows.
And they hang out with us.
They come out to our shows.
We're not being facetious.
And they-
It's
no.
actually true.
They really do. They really no, but when
like
you
just
when
regular
you
people,
yeah, no, they're all super cool. They all want to be a part of the band.
They all want any different treatment. In fact, if you gaga over them, then they walk away. But if you talk to them normal, then they're just like, hey.
You know who one of our biggest fans is? Mario Lopez.
Oh, yeah.
He's our hugest fan.
It's so exciting. Here we are, just entertaining ourselves up on stage. Like it's like a party up on stage, really, for us.
I talked to Mario Lopez on the phone.
That's
What's up,
incredible.
It's
That's
crazy.
incredible.
There's a man crush on her.
Look what has
I
happened
do.
now.
I think I do. My chick thinks
Over
I
these
do.
years, I mean,
my
it's-
wife thinks I have one too.
Well, I mean, he is a good-looking dude.
Yeah, I mean, if I was going to go that way,
In
it'd
all
probably be
heterosexuality.
It's crazy because we just played his golf tournament, and the fact that we saw a table that said Warner Brothers on it, and one that said NBC Universal, and just these chip, 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 chip. Oh, that's right, Chargers, Disney, right? Didn't we see a Disney one?
Disneyland.
I mean, it's insane that this is actually truly happening right now.
Wow, look at the price of gas here.
We're going to be playing a chili cook-off.
there.
Whoa. Oh my God! So it's 4:25 p.m. right now. We're just we're out here at the Desert Diamond. We're checking out the outdoors, the stage, and everything. There's going to be in Sahuarita, and there's going to be another band that's playing today. We're playing tomorrow.
And what was that band called?
The Manhattan Dolls. Manhattan Dolls. And I'm wearing. You'll see on the Instagram. I'm wearing these glasses. They look like John Lennon. They're circular. They look like peace signs, but they're also the American flag. And while we were there at the stage, a girl comes walking around the corner, and her name is Jessica? Heather. Her name is Heather, and she looked like Tommy Bowie's sister, Jessica, and red hair just like her, dimples just like her.
Dimples.
But the glasses she was wearing were in the shape of hearts, but they had the same American flag on them. So I got a photo together, and it was just incredible.
What a sweetheart, too.
The fact that happened
came
right
right
then.
up to you.
Man, right away. There she
introduced
was.
herself.
And, and then
Shameless
she
promotion.
works for a company in the area that books bands.
And she was like, I need you guys to come back and do some more shows. And we're like, wait till you see us. She's like, well, we can't because we're already booked tomorrow night.
Oh, my
We're
gosh.
playing somewhere else.
Oh, my gosh. How fun. So we found her on
Never
Instagram. We sent her a little zip thing. And what's so beautiful about this whole thing was that Dave and... where's Chaz?
We left him. He's out there doing business.
Oh.
We'll find him.
Yeah. So Dave and Chaz from the other place we're just at, they decided they want to come out to the casino, check it out, and check out the stage, all that razzmatazz. And there was a choose your own adventure. I could either go over to this wine place where everybody else went, or I could go to the casino. And I decided to go to the casino because I thought, I'm going to be podcasting here. And I told those guys, I said, I'm going to be podcasting. And sure enough, I knew that something extraordinary was going to happen. I knew it. And you got that intuition. When you got that intuition, it's just like, oh my God, I just sat here. Oh my God. I just sat here. Okay. I'm standing here by the gift shop. And I'm looking across, and there are these two slot machines. One that says Mayan Chief. One says Mayan Chief, which is just astounding in itself. Because I was talking with Paulie about the Mayans the other day. And then just to the right of that, China Shores. China Shores with a panda. Panda. I was just talking about the pandas from the 311 cruise in the car on the way here. China Shores. Wow. It's got the yin-yang symbol right in the middle of it. Shores. China Shores. I'm Stony Shores. Dude, check it out. China Shores, dude. China Shores, dude.
Right in front of your face.
I sat right here and there it was. Let's see if I can take a picture while I'm simultaneously. Man, this was such a good idea.
They don't like you taking pictures of casinos.
That's right, but here we go. We got to do it fast. Never tell me those odds.
No, I won't. I'm not going to give you odds.
I know. It's just so, it's like so uncanny the fact that that was right there. China Shores.
Is this an ATM?
Oh my God. I don't know. Man. I mean, the last time that I recorded a synchronicity was on a podcast with you, and it was 5:14 p.m. and I told the whole story. Wow. I had to document that. Just so incredible. So, there you go. That's there you go. But there you go. What do you think you're going to play right now?
I'm going to play the first thing that I feel a buzz from.
Okay.
Because to me, gambling is a feeling. It is, and that's why I might have an issue. Because I love it so much. But the fortunate side of that is that usually I win.
I love it.
Because I'm very cautious about how I go about playing the game.
So you work by intuition.
You ride streaks, dude. It's a streaky thing.
Well, now all of a sudden the lyrics, I'm hooked on a feeling, I'm high on believing, and so in love with me. So that started making me think about when you have a rapport with a certain, whether it's whatever machine or whatever game you're playing, you get an intuition, you're in it. Hooked on that feeling, you're right there in that groove. Gosh, this is astounding. So you said your family. How much of your how far back does this extend with people who know, who've worked in the casino business?
Well, my father did not necessarily work as a casino gambler, dealer, anything to that effect. However, my uncle Danny works in Gulfport, Mississippi, as a poker room dealer, so he's like the boss.
Oh,
he's the boss, and he runs a room of tables, about 30 tables at a time. So you're talking about 300 players at a time that he's responsible for watching over on a poker room thing.
Whoa. So what's the art form to something like that? How do you know? What do you know what to look for? What are you supposed to look for?
Well, you got to watch for people that are, trying to skim, trying to cheat, trying to beat the system.
What are some giveaways of people trying to cheat?
Nervousness, stupidity.
Well, I mean, to be honest, that could possibly come about from someone who doesn't know what the heck they're doing.
What do you think so far, huh? Let's get Chaz's take, Baba Booey's take
on the... So he was saying with gambling, it's a feeling. You get in a certain vibe, and then
I don't understand it because I don't get that.
That hasn't happened to you yet.
Nah.
That has not happened to me yet.
He's blind. He's blind luck. I'm skilled luck.
I don't like losing money.
Right. It
just makes me upset.
Well, no one likes to lose money.
Wouldn't it be nice if they actually had Uno here and you could play Uno?
Yeah.
Those I think would be better odds.
Dominoes,
man. Put some dominoes in there.
You gave me two 100s, 4 20s, and 4 5s. Is that the still? No, still
4 5s.
That's the stupidest assortment of
What kind of assortment were you wanting?
3 $100 bills. Look what they gave me. They gave me 2 100s, 4 20s, and 4 5s.
Interesting.
Stupidity.
cover the boards.
That's just so that way you tip people.
I was just thinking that's probably it. I don't know enough about gambling to know the secret little... Do you feel that there are nuances to the game?
It's not going to be good.
Do you feel there are nuances to the game?
Depends on what you're playing.
Certain little tiny micro things to look for?
It depends on the style of the game. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to cut off the conversation because you're streaming on my luck.
Yeah. Okay,
So
here we go.
God bless
Ladies and gentlemen,
Inspirado Projecto.
there you
I'm
go.
not trying to be lewd.
More later. I'm imagining an Uno deck that is... so you got these various Uno decks that are concocted in certain ways where they are... pardon me. Uno decks that are concocted by various artists. So, let's say you got an Uno deck that's made by Mark Ryden or... so many good artists out there. It could even be comic book artists who make their own stuff that are not necessarily comic book superheroes. Different Uno decks. So, because I had just like this image of, it'd be the easiest thing to have an Iron Man Uno deck or Marvel Uno deck. Question is, would Spider-Man be red or blue? You'd have to figure it out. You know, some of these characters have similar colors as some of the other characters. And then... Wow. What about a movie of circus performers who decide to become superheroes? So you got these circus performers who are acrobats. Balance, people who can balance really well. If you can get a tightrope walker on your team as a superhero, you've done really good. Tightrope. Okay, so watching Ripley's Believe It or Not and seeing some of these people on here, I saw a man with huge hands. His fingers were 7.4 inches long. Some of them, the longest. His hands were huge. This man was big time strong. Wins all of these arm wrestling championships. Never has worked out in his life. Throws bales of hay like crazy. You got a guy whose head can, anything can break over it, and he's still fine. So there you go. Put together that superhero team. When Stan Lee was around and he had his from what I've never seen it, but I understand he had a superhero team or a show with extraordinary people. And who knows? Maybe there are some crossovers too, from the people who are on that show and the people who are on Ripley's Believe It or Not. So you got these guys on his show with these amazing abilities. I would imagine that the next season would be naturally to put these people together in a team. It's incredible. Incredible. You could have a whole video game made after that guy who could crack things over his head. Hey, Baylor. You could have then there was the Parrot Man. What was he, so imagine this song. You make me feel, you make me feel, you make me feel like a natural parrot. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You make me feel, now you make me feel, you make me feel like a natural parrot. Squawk, 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 squawk. This man refined his face. He had ink injected into his eyeballs to blacken them to look more like a parrot. He's got things attached into his face. His house is like a cage. He lives in a house full of parrots. I used to live in a room full of parrots. My whole apartment was a cage. Everywhere you looked, there were parrots. But my whole apartment was cage. But my whole apartment was cage. Do I got parrots in my bathroom? Oh yeah. Do I got some parrots in my kitchen? Yeah. Do I got some pigeons hanging in my closet in my living room? Oh, whoa. So it'd be a parody, and I think a parody. Oh my God. I swear to God, I didn't even think of that. I did not even think of that pun until right now. Parody. A parody. Oh my God. Oh. The world's first parody of Aretha Franklin. I love it. The world's first music parody of Aretha Franklin. You make me feel like a natural parrot. Yes, yes. I thought, this is so crazy. You bill it as the world's first ever Aretha Franklin parody. And you wrap it all up, and there you go. It all explains itself. It's truly the world's first Aretha Franklin parody, and definitely the world's first ever Aretha Franklin parody, because it's You Make Me Feel Like a Natural Parrot. Did you ever see that? Ripley's Believe It or Not. There's a guy who's so infatuated with parrots that he got himself to tattoo. He tattooed his face to look like a parrot. He got ink injected into the whites of his eyes.
Okay, until...
And then he got these implants in here, and his skin, like everything about him, and his hair is dyed to look like parrots, and so he always tries to act like a parrot when he's sitting there and he's giving
And then
interviews.
the part where I thought it was no longer okay. What did he do? Disgusting.
Well, he did. Thank God he didn't get any beak surgically implanted onto his face. I think that would probably be the next phase if he thought of that one.
Cut his ears off.
Oh God, I forgot about that one. Oh no.
I was okay with
I
it
try to
all
forget that.
until they
Oh, I try to forget
showed
that
us
one.
that.
Oh, I try to forget that one.
Yuck.
Then I was like,
How do
'cause
doctors even allow themselves to do that?
I'm really into that stuff, you know. I'm like, okay, be who you are, you
Modifying,
know.
right.
Be who you are. Cut his
Yeah.
fucking ears
Throw
off.
spikes in your forehead for all I care. But to chop your ears
Well,
off?
look how many birds are over there now.
They were
Your
totally...
ears are there for a reason.
Do you see the Action Jackson?
And then
going
once,
on over
he said that in the that's all I couldn't stop looking at.
Me
like, the
too.
holes in his ears.
I was
And
looking at his ears
I
all
kept
the
trying
time.
to look away, but then I was looking at him, like looking away. Oh
He's
God!
got like just like the hole right here.
Yeah.
The rest is all.
There's a
He's got a lovely
reason
girlfriend who
why
understands his plight.
We have this whole thing. There's
Isn't it
a
interesting
medical
how it's a
reason.
swirl?
Yeah, it's so
The
you can
Fibonacci
hear
sequence.
properly.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
oh my God, people.
Cujo's coming.
Yes, Coochie's coming today.
So
Coochie-
interesting.
Coochie's
So his
coming.
the big
Coochie's coming.
good. The big finale was him flying across a
He's
zip
all
line.
good. He don't even know who Coochie is.
No, I'm happy. I
doesn't
can't wait to see it
care. He
happen.
doesn't
I have no
care.
frame of reference, so I can't. It'll be a surprise. But this guy, he got all dressed up in colors, and he went across the zip line. He's like, "Well, it's a lot farther than I expected," but that was his.
I thought, what a
picture
pussy.
to
That was
fly.
his big thing. And he was
Yeah.
ziplining. I'm like, so you
Yeah.
cut your fucking ears off. You colored your eyelids. You tattooed your fucking face. And now you're going to zipline? At least glue some fucking wings on and
Don't
flap
they
that
have
shit,
those,
you know?
like
A hang glider.
suits
Yeah,
that
so
you
I'm
the
can,
saying,
squirrel
like,
suits.
you can put
Like,
on and
fucking
just
go
fucking
for it,
fly?
dude. He fucking ziplined
Yeah.
after all that shit. Pussy.
I was thinking he was going to go hang gliding. At least.
I thought he
that's
was
the
going to make
first
his
step of
own
it.
wings,
Oh, gotcha.
you know? Because he was
Something.
kind of out there, right? Give me something other than a
Make
zipline.
your
Put
own
frickin'
wings
wings,
and fly.
on your little your rat suit, raccoon suit, whatever.
I
Are you
love
thinking like
raccoons.
Mario Brothers when he can turn into the
I
raccoon?
changed my
That's why
mind. I like raccoons now, so now I'm going to turn into
He
a
gets a little
completely
raccoon tail. You
raccoon
got like 30
modification.
seconds. You got 30 seconds to fly.
Yes.
I'm playing with some Mario Brothers.
I'm fascinated with the Who's from Whoville now. I'm going to change my face into a Who. Could you imagine someone like that who's just so... Bam, now he's a raccoon.
No.
A raccoon.
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 I mean, you'd be you, but I'm good with my.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Nobody's coming over here.
Fuck that.
But it was fascinating. He was like a real-life penguin, so to speak. His whole house was one big cage. He had all these birds everywhere. Feeding these birds. He had the rapport with them. And then there was the guy
do?
the
That's
bees.
like a crazy cat
Or
lady.
a bee guy.
You're right. There's the guy with the bees.
And the
It's
guy
a-
that lets things bite him. And of course he's from the Dirty Tea. Like the world's
He lets
like
the world's worst,
insects and things,
pain inflicting
scorpions and whatever. He purposely
creatures.
lets him bite him, and he
Yeah.
records like his reaction. And there's some kind of pain scale based off of some guy who originally did it. Something scale.
Oh, and then there's a guy who looked like a cartoon character who lives in a house full of the world's deadliest creatures, deadliest insects. So you're looking over here. Here's a creepy crawly, spider. There's a snake over there. There's a
It's like
a raccoon.
Earthquake.
rabid raccoon. Yeah, what if he has the earthquake?
I'm good. I'm happy.
I mean, that's daring. You're looking death in the face. You're like, I dare you to spill over on my eyeballs.
I have kids. I'm good.
With what?
RJ's huge.
How big is your
Wait, I
kid?
got lost.
My son, he's 11.
He only
5
uses me for my
foot.
video games, by
He's
the way.
over 100 pounds. He wears 14 16s, and he wears 8 men's shoes.
I went to
He
their
might be on the
joint.
police, believe it or not, next time. You never know.
Well, his dad's 6'4", so he'll probably end up being over 6'4".
There you go.
I went to their place for a joint.
Get ready. Red Police, believe it or not, season 12.
A joint birthday of her son and her youngest daughter. And her son sees me like 4 times, and then he sees me, and he's like, Dori, I didn't know you were here. I'm like, yeah, I came to your birthday party. I'm
That's
like,
great.
"Dude, you walked past me 4 times. Oh, I didn't know. So we're going to go to your house and play games then? I'm like, well, dude, there's like 40
That's awesome.
people here for your birthday, so...
Oh my gosh.
You could
We're going
ask
to play
your
games
mom.
then? Oh my gosh.
And
That's
if
hilarious.
she says yes, you're more than
We're going to
welcome.
play games then?
Oh, hell no.
Oh
Every
my
time I
God.
see him, he's all, so Dori, you wanna... He was playing, God, I hadn't played it in so long, Resident Evil last time he was here, but he was like, so, we're going to come over to your house, right? I'm like, I think you have a big party going on. If it's okay with your mom, you can come over.
Oh,
That is so
heck no.
funny.
He's 11. He thinks like an 11-year-old.
Yeah,
They
they love them video games. I got them.
Yeah.
He's like,
You
I got
never-
one system and that one too.
Yeah.
You never know how kids going to grow. I remember when I was substitute teaching, and I'm like, that's like a 50-year-old man in like a 10-year-old's body. Like, how does this kid know this information? And then there's like another kid who's like, much younger, but he's like, "Rah," he's taller than me. I'm like, how old are you? He's like, I'm 10. Dude,
Yeah.
where are you from? What are you eating?
I know. That's how I feel about my kids.
Miracle
They're all
Grow.
freaking grown. Huge. And Taylor, she's 10
She's so
going
pretty.
on 30.
She's so pretty.
Swear.
She's a total girly girl. We were sitting talking about makeup or something, and I said, well, you're going to have to show me because I don't wear makeup. She goes, but your eyeliner's on perfect. So it's a tattoo. What?
You tattooed your eyes.
She was she just wanted to play makeup. I said, I'm not the one
No.
to play makeup with. I said, I'm down for it, but you're going to have to do mine because I don't know how to put it on.
She puts on her own makeup.
Yeah.
She does good.
She's a girly girl.
Very.
Very pretty girl. We're going to have to definitely
Lock
fend
her ass
off.
up.
We're just going to have to fend off some boys is all.
They're both already hitting puberty. Both of them. My 11 and 10-year-old. She's already developed.
She's bigger than me.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I have to
See,
get her
she's all, yeah.
bras. She's already developed. She's 10 years old. I'm like, okay, freaking period next. Oh, God.
That's crazy.
Oh, God. And I was all fucking with RJ yesterday. I'm all, so,
Kids
you know
are growing
what's
so
going to
fast,
happen
huh?
next, son? He's all, what? I said, you're going to grow hair in your armpits and on your balls and on your asshole. He's all, Mom, that's gross.
It's so funny. You gave him a precursor. You gave him some foreshadowing of what's to come.
At least he knows what's coming.
Yeah. Well,
And then one day he's gonna be like, "Mom, you're right." Ah, dun dun dun. Yeah.
There's some serious bird action going on now.
there's some
They're
serious
on the
sweating.
boat.
over
I
there.
know.
Oh shit.
And some
Oh,
serious
party
spilling.
foul!
Yeah.
Party foul!
Where's the?
Rape whistle!
Well, I better head back anyways because I
I'm
have a
making food.
party to go back to. I
Should
know.
we say something funkily? Hello, recording.
Is this the only paper towel you have, or do you have another one?
There's more. There's always more. And I guess I got another bottle as a gift with orange juice.
Mimosa, Umosa, Wemosa.
No.
Would you like some water? Are you thirsty? Would you like something to drink?
I'll probably grab a water, but I gotta get going. Back to my party.
Sometimes people don't feel comfortable just taking stuff. You know, I mean, really. I mean, what are they gonna do?